Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to see past perfect continuous tense. Actually, this past perfect continuous tense is also known as past perfect progressive tense. So, this tense denotes an action that started in the past and that action continued until another time in the past. And this is the usage and definition of past perfect continuous tense. The structure or the construction of past perfect continuous tense is made by using had been followed by the present participle of verb, that is adding ing to the verb. So had been, verb and ing, this is the structure of past perfect continuous tense. So when we compare present perfect continuous tense and past perfect continuous tense, we can understand the difference. Actually, present perfect continuous is used to denote an action that began in the past and continued up to the present. So this is the usage of present perfect continuous tense. But past perfect continuous is used to denote an action that began in the past. It continued in the past, but it ended at a definite point in the past itself, and the action will not continue up to the present. So for this kind of action we have to use past perfect continuous tense. For example, I had been working at the school for 5 years when I got the promotion. So here in this sentence we find that the person was working for 5 years up to the stage when he got the promotion. So the action continued in the past and it stopped at a definite point in the past itself. That 5 years was over in the past itself, and now the action is not continued up to the present. So this is one example for past perfect continuous tense. So the next tense is simple future tense. So simple future tense is a verb tense that is used to talk about the actions that have not happened yet. So since it is future, the actions have not happened. For example, I will visit the temple tomorrow. I will learn a new language. You will see what I mean. So these are all some examples for simple future tense. There is another way to show something or some action that will happen in the future, and this can be done by using going to. This is also simple future tense. For example, I am going to learn a new language. So this is also a simple future tense. Another example, I am going to sleep till afternoon. This is another example for simple future tense. So the usage of going to is also simple future tense. So next we have to learn how to use simple future in negative form. So in the tabular column we have the infinitive form, simple future and negative form. For example, in simple future we use will be, in negative sentence we use will not be. And in the simple future when we use will ask, we have to use will not ask in the negative. So will work, will not work, will call, will not call, will use, will not use. So will have, will not have. So in the first column we can see the infinitive: to be, to ask, to work, to call, to use, to have. So before that we can use going, going to be, going to ask, going to work, going to call, going to use, going to have. So in this way we can use the future tense in simple future tense in negative form also. So the next tense is future continuous tense. Future continuous tense is also called as future progressive tense. So it is a verb tense that indicates that something will happen in the future and continue for an expected length of time. So the construction of future continuous is will followed by be and then verb ing, that is the present participle form of the verb. So future continuous tense is used only for action verb. So the action verb examples are given like running, thinking and seeing. So the other verbs, stative verbs like being, seeming and knowing cannot be used in the future continuous tense. See, for example, I will be knowing your marks in the science exam tomorrow. So I will be knowing, it cannot be used. It seems to be very odd in English language. So we have to use only the action verb in the future continuous tense.